to your team after a loss like that, giving another fourth quarter lead for the fifth time this season?
Stick together. It's obviously an emotional locker room and for the right reasons. And it is guys that in that moment after the locker room, that's tough to find those words because you felt in control, you felt like you're going to win, and then you don't. And that's happened to us a couple times. And this is a team that believes that we can put together a winning streak, a 1-game winning, 2-game, 3-game, 4-game, 5-game. Like we believe in it. And we just haven't done it. We haven't proven it to the outside world. But we're going to stick together. I can promise you that. It's a group of men I'm proud to coach, and we're going to stick together. And we're going to get through this, and there's much better days ahead.
Zach, how much of that last drive was Baker just being as hot as he was really since the first quarter, and how much of it was maybe not the coverage you wanted?
You got a sack. If we can just finish the sack on really whatever it was, the first or second play, they got clock running. They're in disarray. And he pulls out of it and he finds a completion. And then you get some one-on-one situations. We weren't going to, last week was a bunch of zone coverage and they had some good success. So we played a little bit of man coverage there and they won some one-on-one opportunities. That's just the way it goes. And it's unfortunate that it went down that way.
Zach, how would you describe Joe Burrow's performance today?
Awesome.
Why was he so effective throughout the day? Why was he so resilient, especially in that fourth quarter? He's
always that way, though. You look at last game. There's not many bad decisions I'm putting on his plate. It's the first interception. He's got to throw a better ball in the first interception, and there was a sack or two there that probably need to get rid of the ball. Those were all in the first half. Those were probably all in the first two drives, maybe. And from there, you can call any play and trust that it's going to be executed. You're going to find explosives on non-explosive calls. He's going to get plays with his feet. He's going to extend plays. And it makes everybody around him better.
Zach, can you take us?
What led to the defense allowing Baker Mayfield?
Go ahead, Jeff. Sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
Sorry. Thank you. I just wondered if you could take us through the 4th and 1 decision there. What's going through your mind and what made that play work?
Gio.
Yeah.
Gio made it work. I'm saying Gio made it work. Gio did a heck of a job with the motion. At first, he sent the motion across, and the safety didn't run with him, and I was concerned there for a moment. We got other options, but he sold it. He sold it coming back, lost his man, and then was free in the flat. So really good execution by all those guys, but I'd give most of the credit to Gio there.
You've been pretty successful with sneaks all day. Did you think you'd surprise him?
Sneaks aren't great against every front, though. It's you got to actually see what they're in before you just put the ball in the ref's hands. In a critical situation like that, and so that was not an option right there. You can call a sneak and just hope that the ref is on your side for that one play, but we felt good about the play call there. So go ahead, Charlie. I know that you were trying to ask.
Thank you. Sorry.
What is the reason that Baker Mayfield completed 20 consecutive passes?
He was hot, and you got to give credit to him. And we got to make some plays. There was a bunch of snaps of man coverage there where they made the plays and we did not.
Your left tackle got hurt, your center got hurt, and your right tackle got hurt. Have you ever been involved in a game like that where you had 3 starting offensive linemen get injured?
No, I haven't. But again, this is as resilient a group as you've ever been around. And no one can see it because no one comes in the locker room. And everyone's just going to say the things they say about these guys because we can't win. But it's as resilient a group as I've ever been around. And they just have faith in the next man up. Next man come in, make a play. We're counting on you to do your job. Just really impressed with the backups that came in the game. Unlimited reps, even Mason Schreck, Seathan woke up this morning and couldn't go. And Mason Schreck had no idea that was coming his way. And he stepped up and was our second tight end. And, we had a big tight end with Fred. Fred had to move to left tackle. Then he had to move to right tackle. So we lost that. But the guys just kept their heads up and kept chugging along. And I think we only had 2 turnovers. I don't think we ever punted, if I remember correctly. They just kept getting the job done.
Coach, it looked like the screen game was good to you today. You ran the screen about every way known to mankind, including that little gadget screen. I mean, you took advantage of them in that screen game, didn't you?
They were doing a nice job, stopping the run. And so, sometimes on the stat sheet, it's going to say you had a bunch of passes when you really didn't. You're just supplementing the run game with the screens and some of those specials and some of those quick games. That's all they're just long handoffs. That's all it is. And I thought that we did a good job executing in that area today.
Zach, how confident are you not only right now as a play caller, but in your offense the last couple of weeks specifically?
Yeah, couldn't have more confidence. Couldn't. Those guys believe every play is going to work. They make every play work. It doesn't have to be the best play call. They just get it done. And there's a belief right now in that room that they can score on every play, and they're trying to do that. Now you're starting to see guys run after the catch. And that's kind of been something that's been missing for a while. And I thought today guys really did a good job in that area, stepping up.
Guys, 2 more minutes with Coach.
Zach, how concerning is it that Mayfield did not have an incompletion aside from that spike in the final three quarters?
Yeah, that's not what you want to see. We got to do a better job getting to the quarterback with our rushes and our pressures, and then holding it down on the back end.
Coach, they lose Hooper, the tight end, but their tight ends combined for 3 touchdown catches. So Baker Mayfield utilized the tight end. What was part of the problem, you think, in corralling those tight ends?
Yeah, 2 of them stand out. They ran a quick out where they beat us early in the game, and then he threw a great ball on a striker out, some 5-step slant or something, where I thought Vaughn was in really good position. It was about the only place you could put it, and who was it, the kid from Florida Atlantic that probably made the catch? I'm not sure who that was, but they did a great job on those. I can't think of the third one, but again, we got to do a better job tightening down in coverage and be the ones to make the plays.
Zach, it looked like Carlos was yelling on the sideline and trying to argue. I don't know if it was with other players or coaches after this. He posted the depth chart earlier this week on Instagram, kind of calling you out. How frustrating is that situation right now? Is it any distraction to your team?
We just handle that internally. We got a group of guys in the locker room who want so badly to do things the right way and get us where we want to be. And that's who we put our focus on.
One last question for Coach.
Carlos is one of the quote designated pass rushers, and for 2 straight weeks, no sacks on the quarterback, very little pressure. How disappointing.
We got to do a better job up front, just with everybody getting pressure on the passer.